Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, we are Group R17 will present a mini documentary video titled Fresh Graduate Unemployment in Malaysia. My name is Ahmad Safawi bin Ahmad Safri, matrix number 313X65, and I will be the representative of this video, and these are my group members. So right now, we will talk about 1.0 problems and issue of fresh graduate in Malaysia. There are 5 points, which is skill and competition gap, unrealistic expectation, technological disruption, market oversupply, and unemployment. In Malaysia, fresh graduate unemployment is a growing concern, driven largely by a persistent mismatch between graduate skill and industry requirements. Employers frequently report that many new graduates lack both technical competency and essential soft skills such as communication, adaptability, and problem solving. Additionally, high starting salary expectations among fresh graduates often do not reflect their experience level or productivity, making employers reluctant to hire them. The issue is further intensified by the rapid integration of artificial intelligence, or also known as AI, and automation into the workplace, which is reshaping job demands faster than graduates can adjust. The labour market also faces a significant oversupply of graduates, especially in fields where high-skilled job opportunities are limited, resulting in strong competition for suitable positions. Structural issues further contribute to the problems, as research shows that many graduates are over-educated for the job they secure, leading to underemployment and efficient use of human capital. According to the Kazana Research Institute, nearly 48.6% of graduates in 2021 were overqualified for their position, highlighting a critical imbalance in Malaysia's labour market. This combined challenge reduced the employability of fresh graduates and raised concern about the effectiveness of Malaysia's higher education system in preparing students for real job demands. And now, we will talk about 2.0, latest statistic of fresh graduate unemployment in Malaysia. In Malaysia, the number of graduates has been steadily increasing over the past few years. According to the Department of Statistics Malaysia (DOSM), the total number of graduates in 2024 reached approximately 5.98 million, up from 5.74 million in 2023. Among them, the labour force participation rate was 86%, meaning about 5.14 million graduates was actively engaged in the workforce. Male graduates had a slightly higher participation rate of 89%, while female graduates have 83.4%. The graduate unemployment rate, however, saw a slight improvement, declining to 3.2% in 2024 from 3.4% in 2023, which translates to roughly 165,900 unemployed graduates. Encouragingly, about 61% of active job-seeking graduates secure employment within 3 months. Despite these positive trends, unemployment remained a concern, with 32.2% of graduates working in positions below their qualification level. In terms of earning, the median monthly salary for graduates in 2024 was 4,521 ringgit, with degree holder earning a median of 5,724 ringgit. Geographic difference was observed, with graduates in Kuala Lumpur earning the highest median salary at 5,888 ringgit, followed by Putrajaya at 5,723 ringgit, and Selangor at 5,207 ringgit. Alarmingly, for graduates under the age of 25, the unemployment rate remains higher at 17.6% in 2023, highlighting that younger fresh graduates still face challenge entering the job market. This statistic suggests that while Malaysia has made progress in integrating graduates into the workforce, issues such as unemployment, skill mismatch, and youth unemployment persist, requiring target intervention from both government and educational institutions. So now we will talk about 3.0, reason for fresh graduate unemployment in Malaysia. There are 3 factors, which is individual factors, labour market factors, and organisational factors. At the individual level, many graduates lack essential industry-relevant skills, including communication, problem-solving, and digital competency. Reports show that a large portion of graduates are unable to demonstrate soft skills required by employers, which reduce their employability. In addition, unrealistic salary expectations and graduates' preference for office-based jobs discourage them from accepting available positions, especially in the entry-level or shift-based sector. From the labour market perspective, Malaysia faces an oversupply of graduates, especially in fields where job demand is lower. The Malaysian Employers Federation (MEF) highlighted that the job market cannot absorb the growing numbers of degree holders each year, creating intense competition for limited positions. This imbalance is worsened by technological disruption, where AI and automation replace many routine jobs, reducing opportunity for fresh graduates who lack advanced digital skills. Additionally, the rise of short-term and gig-based employment have shifted employers' hiring preference away from permanent jobs, making it harder for graduates to secure stable work. Organizational factors also play a role, as many employers prefer candidates with prior experience. This creates an experience paradox, where graduates cannot secure jobs because they lack experience, yet they cannot gain experience without being hired. Companies are also increasingly prioritizing multi-skilled workers who can adapt quickly to workplace changes. However, the OSM data show a persistent skill mismatch where many graduates are trained in fields not aligned with industry demands, leading to unemployment or unemployment. Together, these factors create structural challenges that increase the risk of unemployment among fresh graduates in Malaysia. So right now, we're going to talk about 4.0 effort to tackle the problem of fresh graduate unemployment in Malaysia. So there are 3 initiatives or solutions, which is government initiative, educational reforms, and industry and policy alignment. The solution to fresh graduate unemployment in Malaysia should be a concerted effort between the government, institutions of higher learning and industry. Over the past few years, the Malaysian government has enhanced its objective to enhance graduate efficiency by means of well-organized upskilling, job compatibility, and industry personnel training program. The Penjalan KPT Career Advancement Program KPT CAP is one of the key initiatives offering graduate training skill reskilling, entrepreneurship training, and job finding service to enhance the likelihood of finding a job. The program aims at increasing digital readiness and employability skill, matching graduate skill and labour market need. Besides this, the government have also provided financial incentives such part of the national budget, which include the allocation of levy to the HRD Corporation, which allow the employers to train and provide employment to fresh graduates at subsidized cost. This program will narrow the experience gap since it will motivate corporations to provide employment opportunity based on training. Moreover, schemes such as My Step and the Graduate Apprenticeship Scheme offer some form of an organized apprenticeship in government agency and government-related businesses, and this enables graduates to acquire and exposure to meaningful job and relevant skill in the industry. University and college also contribute towards reduction in unemployment by transforming their curriculum. The Excel framework has been advanced by the Ministry of Higher Education that underlines experiential learning, industry partnership, micro-credential programs, and competency-based training. At the entry level, universities are trying to solve the long-time mismatch in skill that have been noted by national statistics through the incorporation of the internship, industrial training, and employer design courses. The partner of the industry as well as the group of employees have also stepped up their activities by promoting closer fit between academic programs and employment requirements. Malaysian Employers Federation MEF have demanded greater database human capital evolution in the 13 Malaysian plan that emphasize digital skill, green economy skill, and lifelong learning opportunities. This structural reform help in ensuring that the labour market is responsive to technological changes while making sure that the graduates are ready with transferable skills that are future-proof. In most cases, the push by Malaysia towards countering graduate unemployment is back on the rising employability, the removal of skill gaps, and enhancing the correlation between industry and education. Such attempts are yet to be fully overcome, but they demonstrate that the country is investing in the entire process of preparing graduates to better fit a more competitive and technology-driven workforce. Lastly, we have come to the end, which is 5.0, the conclusion. In a nutshell, it is not just an unemployment problem that have been crippling the Malaysian labour market, but an existential crisis of underemployment. The most obvious manifestation of the ineffective use of national talent is this anomaly. 32.2% of higher educated graduates are put in the place ineffectively, and the situation is made worse by the very high rate of 70.6% youth unemployment. The instability is a direct result of an endemic lack of skill, exacerbated by the relentless pressure of AI-driven disruption, which is eroding the regular employment at a faster rate than the system can keep up with that. The internet failure is also characterized by the excess supply of graduates in comparison with high-value opportunities and systemic failures of the experience paradox required by industry. This requires a fresh start of policy. In turn, national initiatives such as specific governmental stimulus packages such as Penjalan KPT CAP and HRD Corp financial solution, as well as the institutional reinvention in the form of the Excel framework, shall be perceived as the national mechanism of institutional survival and economic sustainability, which is urgent. The solution hints lie in the process of radical synergy between the state and the entrepreneur. We need to take a bold step to go beyond job learners management to national dedication of mastering human capital potential the next generation and the one before that will find success measured by the fact that the under-employment figure has been wiped out in the long run, and an era where graduate qualifications are actually equalized to their professional worth and what they bring to the national coffers.